In the vibrant and intricate world of Naruto, few elements captivate fans as much as the Sharingan, the iconic dojutsu of the Uchiha clan. Among its evolved forms, the Mangekyo Sharingan stands out as a pinnacle of power, mystery, and tragedy. This legendary eye technique grants its wielder extraordinary abilities, such as Amaterasu's unquenchable black flames, Tsukuyomi's mind-shattering genjutsu, or Kamui's reality-warping teleportation, but it comes at a devastating cost. The more a shinobi uses the Mangekyo Sharingan, the closer they edge toward blindness, as the light of their eyes fades with each use. This trade-off creates a gripping narrative tension, power at the expense of one's own vision. Yet, among the many Uchiha who wielded this double-edged sword, one character stands out as an anomaly. Kakashi Hatake, the copy ninja, who isn't even an Uchiha. Despite wielding Obito's Mangekyo Sharingan and using its Kamui ability extensively, Kakashi seems to defy the curse of blindness for much of the series. How does a non-Uchiha, borrowing an eye that drains his chakra excessively, manage to spam Kamui without losing his sight until the very end of the Naruto saga? To unravel this mystery, we'll dive deep into the lore of the Mangekyo Sharingan, explore its effects on various characters, and analyze why Kakashi's case is so unique. Buckle up, Naruto fans. This is going to be an epic journey through the world of shinobi, dojutsu, and sacrifice. The Mangekyo Sharingan, a power born of pain. To understand Kakashi's case, we first need to grasp the fundamentals of the Mangekyo Sharingan. Unlike the base Sharingan, which grants enhanced perception, genjutsu, and the ability to copy techniques, the Mangekyo Sharingan is an advanced form, awakened only through profound emotional trauma, typically the loss of someone deeply cherished. This requirement ties the Mangekyo to the Uchiha clan's curse of hatred, a recurring theme in Naruto where intense emotions fuel both power and downfall. Each Mangekyo Sharingan is unique, granting its user specific abilities. For example, Itachi Uchiha wields Amaterasu, black flames that burn anything, and Tsukuyomi, a genjutsu that traps victims in a torturous illusion. Sasuke Uchiha also uses Amaterasu and can manipulate its flames with flame control. Obito Uchiha and Kakashi Hatake share the Kamui ability, which allows teleportation to a separate dimension, but their versions differ slightly. Obito's is short-range and self-focused, while Kakashi's is long-range and targets objects or others. Madara Uchiha and Izuna Uchiha possess unique abilities tied to their Mangekyo, though less detailed in the series. However, the Mangekyo's power comes with a brutal drawback. Each use consumes the user's light, gradually leading to blindness. This deterioration is not just physical, but symbolic, reflecting the Uchiha's descent into despair. The only way to restore vision and unlock the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan is to transplant another Uchiha's Mangekyo, typically a sibling's, into the user, as seen with Madara and Izuna, or Sasuke and Itachi. But what happens when a non-Uchiha, like Kakashi, wields this power? And why does Kakashi seem to avoid blindness for so long, despite using Kamui extensively? To answer this, let's examine the experiences of other Mangekyo users and compare them to Kakashi's journey. Itachi Uchiha, the tragic prodigy. Itachi Uchiha, one of the most complex characters in Naruto, provides a clear example of the Mangekyo's toll. Itachi awakened his Mangekyo Sharingan after the death of his friend Shisui, around the time of the Uchiha clan massacre. For roughly a decade, from his early teens to his death at around 21, Itachi used his Mangekyo in various missions as an Anbu operative and later as a member of the Akatsuki. His abilities, Amaterasu, Tsukuyomi, and the Susanoo, a colossal chakra avatar, were devastating but costly. In Naruto Part 1, we see Itachi use Tsukuyomi on Kakashi and Sasuke during his brief return to the Leaf Village. These uses were deliberate, but arguably excessive. Kakashi, tortured by Tsukuyomi's 72-hour illusion, remarks that Itachi didn't need to go so far, as a simple killing blow would have sufficed. Similarly, Itachi subjects a 12-year-old Sasuke to Tsukuyomi, forcing him to relive the Uchiha massacre, a cruel act meant to provoke Sasuke's hatred. Later, Itachi uses Amaterasu to escape Jiraiya's toad stomach jutsu, showcasing his willingness to deploy Mangekyo abilities against formidable opponents. By the time Itachi faces Sasuke in their climactic battle in Naruto Shippuden, his vision has deteriorated significantly. During the fight, we get POV shots from Itachi's perspective, showing a blurry Sasuke, a clear sign that his Mangekyo is nearly spent. As Itachi activates his Susanoo and approaches Sasuke, poking his forehead in a final gesture before dying, it's evident that he's completely blind. Itachi's decade-long use of the Mangekyo, coupled with his liberal use of Amaterasu, Tsukuyomi, and Susanoo in this final battle, pushed his eyes to their limit. Itachi's case suggests that frequent, high-intensity use of Mangekyo abilities accelerates blindness. His strategic but sometimes reckless deployment of these powers, especially in his final fight, shows the toll of relying on the Mangekyo without restraint. This sets a benchmark for understanding how much the Mangekyo can endure before its light fades. Sasuke Uchiha, the Reckless Avenger. Sasuke Uchiha, Itachi's younger brother, offers another perspective on the Mangekyo's cost. Sasuke awakens his Mangekyo after learning the truth about Itachi's sacrifice, fueling his rage and desire for revenge against the Leaf Village. Like Itachi, Sasuke wields Amaterasu and adds flame control to manipulate the black flames. He also develops a Susanoo, which evolves from a skeletal form to a fully armored warrior over time. Sasuke's use of the Mangekyo is notably reckless, especially during the 5 Kage Summit arc. He first uses Amaterasu against Killer Bee, then employs flame control to extinguish the flames. At the summit, he unleashes Amaterasu and Susanoo repeatedly, battling multiple Kage and their guards with little regard for conserving his chakra or vision. By the end of the arc, when Sasuke confronts Naruto, his vision is noticeably blurry, and his armored Susanoo fizzles out. Many fans mistakenly believe Sasuke went blind here, but this isn't true. The fizzling of his Susanoo stems from 2 factors: chakra depletion and the physical pain of maintaining such a taxing technique. Sasuke's vision is impaired, but he still has some light left, as evidenced by his ability to see Naruto, albeit blurrily. Sasuke's case highlights how spamming multiple Mangekyo abilities, Amaterasu, flame control, and Susanoo, rapidly drains the user's light. Unlike Itachi, who used his abilities over a decade, Sasuke's intense usage over a short period pushes his eyes to the brink. This comparison suggests that the type and frequency of Mangekyo techniques matter. Susanoo, in particular, seems to exact a heavier toll than other abilities, likely due to its immense chakra cost and physical strain. Obito Uchiha, the Kamui master. Obito Uchiha, the original owner of Kakashi's Mangekyo Sharingan, is another fascinating case. Obito awakens his Mangekyo simultaneously with Kakashi during the tragic death of Rin, their teammate. His Kamui ability allows him to phase through attacks and teleport himself or others to a pocket dimension. Unlike other Mangekyo users, Obito never shows signs of blindness, despite using Kamui extensively throughout Naruto Shippuden. He spams Kamui in battles against Konan, the allied shinobi forces, and even during the Ten Tails revival, with no apparent loss of vision. Obito's immunity to blindness is a unique case, likely tied to his possession of Hashirama Senju's cells, which grant him enhanced chakra reserves and regenerative abilities. These cells, implanted after his near-death experience as a child, allow Obito to withstand the Mangekyo's toll far better than others. For a deeper dive into Obito's case, check out a dedicated analysis on why he never went blind, linked for your convenience. For now, suffice it to say that Obito's unique physiology sets him apart from typical Mangekyo users, making him an unreliable benchmark for Kakashi's experience. Kakashi Hatake, the non-Uchiha anomaly. Now let's turn to Kakashi, the heart of this mystery. Kakashi Hatake, a non-Uchiha, inherits Obito's Sharingan after a tragic mission leaves Obito presumed dead. This borrowed eye becomes one of Kakashi's defining traits, earning him the moniker Copy Ninja. However, as a non-Uchiha, Kakashi faces significant challenges wielding the Sharingan. Unlike Uchiha, who can deactivate their Sharingan to conserve chakra, Kakashi's eye is always active, draining his chakra constantly. This drawback is evident in Naruto Part 1, where using the base Sharingan against Zabuza for just a few minutes leaves Kakashi bedridden for a week. Kakashi doesn't awaken the Mangekyo Sharingan until Rin's death, around age 13, but he remains unaware of this power until the time skip between Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. He reveals this during the Kazekage rescue arc, telling Naruto and Sakura that he developed a new ability, Kamui, during the interim years. This late discovery explains why Kakashi never uses the Mangekyo in Part 1, debunking fan theories that he relied on it earlier. Kakashi's Mangekyo usage. A careful approach, Kakashi's use of Kamui is strategic and reserved, especially compared to Itachi and Sasuke's liberal deployment of their abilities. Let's break down his Mangekyo usage across Naruto Shippuden, Kazekage rescue arc. Kakashi uses Kamui twice against Deidara. First, he teleports Deidara's arm into the Kamui dimension, severing it, a feat that foreshadows Minato's arm-severing moment in the War arc. Second, he teleports Deidara's self-destruct explosion to save Team 7 and Team Guy. These uses exhaust Kakashi, leaving him unable to join the next mission to Tenchi Bridge. However, he doesn't mention vision loss, suggesting that two uses, while taxing, aren't enough to significantly impair his Mangekyo. Pain arc. Kakashi uses Kamui twice during his fight against Pain. He teleports a nail aimed at his head and a missile from the Asura path to protect Choji. These uses drain his chakra completely, leading to his temporary death, reversed by Nagato's Rinne Tensei. Again, Kakashi doesn't complain about vision loss, likely because the uses were spread out and limited. Sasuke vs. Danzo fight. Kakashi uses Kamui to teleport away a Susanoo arrow fired by Sasuke. This high-speed attack leaves him no choice but to rely on Kamui, but it further depletes his chakra, making it difficult to walk on water afterward. Still, no mention of vision loss. Fourth Great Ninja War. Kakashi's Kamui usage ramps up significantly during the war arc, particularly in the final battles. He uses Kamui to teleport a Rasengan, a Naruto shadow clone, and a kunai to tag Obito. Attempt to teleport the Geromazo's head, cancelled by Obito. Teleport the 8 tails onto the 10 tails to attack with the Bijudama. Escape the Kamui dimension after being sucked in by Obito. Teleport Naruto and Obito into the Kamui dimension during the fight against Madara. Teleport away Madara's truth-seeking orbs to aid Guy's assault. During the war, Kakashi finally acknowledges vision impairment. Before the team's plan to support Guy against Madara, Kakashi admits, "I'm starting to see things a little fuzzy with my left eye. I've been using the Mangekyo Sharingan quite a lot during this war." This admission, paraphrased, confirms that his intense Kamui usage, especially in rapid succession, has begun to take a toll. Gaara uses his sand to lift Kakashi closer to Madara, compensating for his impaired long-range vision. Why didn't Kakashi go blind? Kakashi's ability to avoid blindness for so long can be attributed to several factors. Limited usage. Pre-war. Unlike Itachi and Sasuke, who used multiple Mangekyo abilities, Amaterasu, Tsukuyomi, Susanoo, Kakashi only has access to Kamui. He uses it sparingly, reserving it for emergencies rather than as a staple technique. His 5 uses before the war arc are spread across multiple arcs, giving his eye time to recover between uses. Single ability focus. Kakashi's Mangekyo is limited to long-range Kamui, which, while chakra-intensive, doesn't seem to drain the eye's light as severely as Susanoo. Itachi and Sasuke's use of Susanoo, which requires immense chakra and physical stamina, appears to accelerate vision loss. Kakashi's lack of Susanoo, until his temporary dual Mangekyo amp, reduces the strain on his eye. Non-Uchiha physiology. As a non-Uchiha, Kakashi's chakra incompatibility with the Sharingan makes Kamui more taxing, but it may also mean his eye degrades differently. The Mangekyo's blindness curse is tied to the Uchiha's curse of hatred, which Kakashi, with his more stoic and less emotionally volatile nature, doesn't fully embody. This could slow the light's depletion, though not eliminate it. Late awakening. Kakashi only discovers Kamui during the time skip, meaning he has fewer years of Mangekyo usage compared to Itachi, 10 years, or Sasuke, intense usage over a short period. This shorter time frame limits cumulative damage. War arc context. Kakashi's heavy Kamui usage in the war arc finally pushes his eye to the brink, as evidenced by his blurry vision against Madara. Had Madara not stolen his Sharingan, Kakashi likely would have gone blind with continued use, as his comment suggests. The dual Mangekyo controversy, one of the most polarizing moments in Naruto, occurs when Kakashi receives Obito's second Mangekyo Sharingan, temporarily granting him dual Mangekyo powers. After Obito's death, his chakra lingers in limbo, gifting Kakashi both eyes and unlocking a perfect Susanoo and enhanced Kamui abilities. This amp allows Kakashi to spam Kamui and Susanoo against Kaguya, teleporting between dimensions and delivering stunning feats. While this moment is visually spectacular, Obito's voiceover, Kakashi of the Sharingan, still gives fans goosebumps. It's controversial for its suddenness and lack of build-up. Kakashi's dual Mangekyo lasts only briefly before he runs out of chakra and loses the Sharingan entirely. Since this is a temporary power-up, it doesn't significantly impact the blindness question, as Kakashi was already losing light in his single Mangekyo before this point. Engaging the audience. Why Kakashi's story resonates. Kakashi's journey with the Mangekyo Sharingan is compelling because it defies expectations. As a non-Uchiha wielding an Uchiha's power, he embodies the struggle of balancing immense strength with personal limitations. His careful, strategic use of Kamui contrasts with the reckless abandon of Sasuke or the calculated cruelty of Itachi, making him a unique lens through which to explore the Mangekyo's curse. Fans are drawn to Kakashi's stoicism, his refusal to complain about his fading vision, and his ability to rise to the occasion in the war arc, spamming Kamui to save the world despite the cost. To keep you hooked, consider this. Kakashi's story isn't just about power, it's about sacrifice, loyalty, and the bonds that define the Naruto universe. His borrowed Sharingan, a gift from Obito, symbolizes their friendship and shared burdens. Every Kamui use is a reminder of Rin's death and Obito's legacy, adding emotional weight to each technique. This narrative depth makes Kakashi's Mangekyo journey not just a plot device, but a testament to his character. In conclusion, Kakashi Hatake's ability to wield the Mangekyo Sharingan without going blind until the war arc stems from his restrained usage, single ability focus, and non-Uchiha physiology. Unlike Itachi, who used multiple abilities over a decade, or Sasuke, who spammed Amaterasu and Susanoo in a short period, Kakashi reserved Kamui for critical moments, delaying the inevitable loss of light. His admission of blurry vision during the war arc confirms that he wasn't immune to the Mangekyo's curse, just slower to succumb due to his unique circumstances. As fans, we're left in awe of Kakashi's resilience and tactical brilliance. His story reminds us that power in Naruto isn't just about strength, it's about how you wield it, who you fight for, and what you're willing to sacrifice. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Mangekyo Sharingan and Kakashi's enigma, give this a like, subscribe for more Naruto content, and check out our analysis on why Obito never went blind for another layer of this fascinating lore. Thanks for joining us on this shinobi journey. Until next time, keep those Sharingan spinning.